What is that? Cody.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh my word. No way.
What?
No way.
At first, many people thought the footage showed an oversized dog. After taking a closer look, it became clear that the animal was actually a pig.
What is that? Cody.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
Huh?
No way.
Hey, what?
No way.
What the heck?
Oh.
Its size and appearance are so unusual that it leaves viewers wondering what exact species it could be, encouraging them to share their guesses. An unusual incident was recorded on the slopes of the Wasatch Mountains, showing an unidentified figure moving across a steep, snow-covered mountainside. Due to the heavy snowfall and hazardous terrain, such movement seemed unlikely for a human, leading some to speculate it could be Bigfoot. A helicopter was later deployed to scan the area, where a similar figure was reportedly observed along the slope. The sighting remains unexplained and continues to fuel curiosity surrounding such creatures. Rabbits are usually seen as small, fluffy, and adorable animals, but some can grow as large as a dog. The Flemish Giant is a breed of rabbit known for its massive size, originally raised for meat. Over time, many people have chosen to keep these giant rabbits as pets, finding them just as gentle and appealing as their smaller counterparts. A car owner recorded a strange moment when a clawed creature with a pink, tentacle-like nose emerged through the car's air vents. The animal turned out to be a star-nosed mole, an underground-dwelling species known for its unusual appearance.
Okay, for real. No, that's crazy. It's just stuck in place.
The encounter serves as a reminder that nature can appear in the most ordinary places, even finding its way into something as unexpected as a car's AC system. On November 28th, Instagram user Rose Honey Morgan was taking a regular walk with her son and two dogs when she came across several strange figures placed along the path. They were set up at different points on the trail and immediately felt unsettling. She later shared another video showing something moving briefly just beyond the tree line. Based on the estimated distance of about 115 feet, some believe the figure could have been roughly 7.5 feet tall. The objects led to online theories, including claims they were offerings for forest spirits. After that walk, she never returned to those woods. A real animal with an almost unbelievable name, the screaming hairy armadillo, sounds like it belongs in a fairy tale. Instead of claws or speed, it relies on its loud, shrill screams for protection. When danger approaches, the noise is so startling and irritating that predators often back off and leave it alone. At first, the footage appears to show a giant paranormal creature, which excites and shocks the viewer.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Oh, now I'm freaked out. That is heavy.
But after closely examining the clip, it becomes clear that the footage is fake. The narrator expresses frustration at people creating false paranormal content, calling it misleading and stressful, and concludes with a firm verdict that the footage is not real. A video circulating online has caught widespread attention with claims of a real dragon. The creature shown has no wings or legs, appears far smaller than dragons described in legends, and is seen crawling up a rock. These details make the clip difficult to take at face value. The question remains whether this is something unknown or simply a clever illusion. Aliens have been widely discussed due to frequent alleged sightings, though many people remain unsure whether to believe they are real. The footage shows a strange, thin creature walking upright with large ear-like features, hollow-looking eyes, and a trunk-shaped nose. Its unusual appearance makes it difficult for viewers to dismiss, prompting speculation that it could be an alien and prompting them to share their opinions. The insect world reveals another remarkable species, known as the pink-winged phasma. This delicate insect, part of the phasmid family, is admired for its graceful presence and finely detailed wings with a soft pink hue. Often seen resting calmly on a hand, it feeds on the leaves of various eucalyptus trees and is native to Australia. Its intricate wing patterns and subtle coloring highlight the quiet beauty and complexity found in nature. A lake with no known history of reptiles suddenly became the setting for something completely unexpected. The footage shows a creature moving beneath the water, and its shape and motion reminded many viewers of prehistoric animals, even dinosaurs. The person who filmed it believes the creature strongly resembles a dinosaur. The encounter sparked speculation about whether creatures long thought to be extinct could still exist. The eerie video adds a layer of mystery to the lake, leaving people wondering what might be hiding beneath its waters. The footage immediately leaves viewers confused about what they are seeing. The person who uploaded it claims the figure is a human only 30 centimeters tall, allegedly discovered in Elam, Kurdistan, Iran. The original post was in Arabic, and very little clear information could be confirmed beyond that claim, given how rare and extraordinary such a discovery would be. Many find it hard to believe it could remain hidden if it were real, leaving the clip surrounded by doubt and speculation. A man relaxing at a park suddenly notices something strange happening across the street and starts recording. The footage captures a ghostly figure wearing a robe, calmly walking down the road as if nothing is out of place.
See that? Right there. Oh my God. It's walking like a person, but that's not a person. Look at the size of it. It's going into the tree.
What makes it even more unsettling is the way the figure moves, taking slow, careful steps that heighten the eerie atmosphere. What began as a normal day quickly turns disturbing, leaving viewers wondering who or what this mysterious robed figure really is. The footage opens on a scene filled with thick, vibrant greenery. Within moments, the camera's focus narrows to a single area, drawing attention to something unusual. Shortly after, a large ape-like figure can be seen standing near a tree, partially obscured, as if intentionally using it for cover. The way the figure positions itself suggests awareness and purposeful movement, rather than random behavior. Its upright stance, humanoid shape, and ape-like features make it difficult to dismiss. The creature's appearance and actions strongly align with commonly reported descriptions of Bigfoot. A trail camera owner in Washington reviewed his nighttime footage and noticed something unusual moving through a dense forest. Moments into the clip, a large figure can be seen walking between the trees, taking long, powerful strides on two legs. Its dark fur allows it to blend into the night, but its outline is still visible and resembles a Bigfoot-like figure. Whether it is truly Bigfoot or something else remains unclear, and confirmation is still pending. A strange encounter was recorded when a person came across a shelled creature resembling a crab. As the individual approached, the creature produced a sharp sound, and the footage began to shake and blur.
Yo, what is this thing? Crab? Coral?
Some believe the vibrations and distortion could be linked to electromagnetic interference, adding to the mystery surrounding the creature. A lone explorer walking through the wilderness feels an unsettling sense of being watched. Trusting that instinct, the explorer begins recording and spots a hidden figure lurking behind thick bushes and partially concealed by a tree. The creature appears large, covered in dark fur, and standing upright on two legs, matching the well-known description of Bigfoot. The moment becomes especially frightening when the realization sets in that the explorer may not be alone in the woods after all. The footage shows a tall, humanoid figure with a pale white face appearing in the woods. It was recorded by a man who began filming while exploring the area, and later noticed something unusual in the center of the frame. The white face seems to blink and follow movement, and the person filming claims he has never seen anything like it before. Because the setting looks tropical, it rules out known cold region creatures, leaving the identity of this strange figure completely unknown and unsettling. The footage shows a strange, hybrid-looking figure with a fish-like head, a human-shaped torso, and a fish tail.
No. No way.
Bigfoot?
No way.
What the heck?
Its appearance makes it seem artificial, as if it were created in a lab. The creature looks lifeless, with one hand oddly positioned against its back. Since there is no reliable information about it, it is unclear whether it is real or fabricated, but its unsettling appearance leaves a strong impression. The footage was recorded by a group of kids who ventured into the woods looking for adventure. What began as a simple exploration quickly turned into something far more unsettling. While moving through the trees, they noticed a massive creature traveling smoothly through the forest. It was covered in dark fur, heavily built, and walking upright on two legs. Initially, the figure was mistaken for a gorilla, but that assumption faded as its posture and powerful, human-like stride became clearer. The realization set in that this was not a known animal. Confronted with the size and presence of the creature, fear replaced excitement. The group took cover and remained hidden until it disappeared from view, unsure whether it posed a threat. They later described themselves as fortunate to have escaped unharmed, shaken by how intimidating the creature appeared. During a quiet night in the Swiss woods, a man walking alone suddenly hears disturbing screams echo through the forest, sounding eerily like children crying. The chilling noise fills him with fear, and instead of investigating, he chooses to retreat to the safety of his home. The incident raises unsettling questions about what caused the screams and leaves viewers wondering what they would have done in the same situation. A bizarre jelly-like organism with thin moving strands has gone viral on the internet.
What is that? Guys, what is... Oh, what the...
The way it shifts and seems to latch onto objects has left people confused and curious about what it might be. The narrator highlights how unusual it looks compared to anything seen before and invites viewers to share their theories about whether it is a strange natural phenomenon or something more unsettling. While out at sea, a fisherman noticed a pair of glowing eyes in the water staring back at him. Curious and unsettled, he tossed a small fish toward it, but the creature did not react, which struck him as unusual. The glowing eyes stayed fixed in place, reflecting the moonlight as the water moved around them. He recorded the scene, capturing the eerie contrast between the bright eyes and the dark, choppy sea. The sight raises questions about what the creature could be, with possibilities ranging from an unknown marine animal to something far more mysterious. The footage forces a fresh look at how Bigfoot is usually portrayed. Instead of appearing calm or harmless, the creature is seen violently snapping branches and tearing through trees. Another clip shows it charging after a person with clear aggression, while a separate recording captures threatening calls coming from the forest. These moments suggest that, if real, Bigfoot may be far more hostile and dangerous than commonly believed. In the snow-covered forests of Russia, a family driving after a recent snowstorm noticed something unusual among the trees. They spotted a large, dark-furred figure standing roughly 7 to 8 feet tall, with features that appeared to blend traits of an ape, a human, and the build of a bear.
Oh, there he goes. Jesus.
The sight was especially startling because there had been no previous reports of such a creature in the area. The unexpected encounter caused visible excitement and tension inside the vehicle as the family watched the figure from a distance. A calm rhino is seen grazing, while a much smaller animal sits comfortably on its back. Despite their size difference, the rhino shows no aggression and continues feeding. This kind of interaction can happen when smaller animals seek warmth, shelter, or a higher vantage point around large animals. While it may look peaceful, such moments can be risky if the larger animal becomes disturbed, which is why wild animals should always be given space. The clip shows a disturbing situation where someone returned home and found an unfamiliar dog inside their compound, even though no one owned one. In the area where this took place, there are local beliefs that skinwalkers often appear in the form of dogs because it allows them to blend in without raising suspicion. According to these beliefs, there are moments when they reveal themselves intentionally as a form of intimidation. The person who recorded the footage believed this was one of those moments and chose not to enter the apartment until help arrived. When others finally went inside, nothing was found, leaving the incident unexplained and unsettling. A hiker deep in the forest captured footage of a tall, furry figure moving through the trees. Its unusual stride quickly caught attention.
Where'd it go? Yeah.
Where is it?
What the that? Huh.
With with some believing it could be Bigfoot. However, the way it moves also resembles someone walking in a heavy costume, which creates doubt. Opinions remain divided, leaving viewers to decide for themselves what the figure really is. In 2023, a NASA satellite captured an unusual image of a long, dark formation appearing to connect to the sun. Given the sun's intense heat and energy, the sight immediately sparked speculation, with some suggesting it could be advanced technology drawing power from the star. Others pointed to a scientific explanation, describing it as a solar tornado, a natural event created when solar material is shaped by powerful magnetic forces. Even as a natural phenomenon, the scale and intensity of such events remain striking, leaving the image open to interpretation. Antarctica has long been associated with conspiracy theories suggesting hidden secrets beneath its frozen surface, and this clip adds to that mystery when an explorer using a metal detector uncovers something unexpected. Strong signals lead to a massive head embedded in the ice, an extraordinary and unsettling sight. The frozen face appears eerily lifelike, with defined eyes, a natural-looking nose, and an open mouth revealing a bright orange tongue, as if captured in a single moment in time. How the metal detector led to this discovery and what the structure truly represents remains unexplained, deepening the intrigue surrounding Antarctica's hidden mysteries. Sam from the channel, Camping with Sam, decided to spend the night alone at Woodlawn Cemetery in Toledo, Ohio, a place many locals believe is seriously haunted. The cemetery dates back to 1876 and is the resting place of over 65,000 people, with plenty of ghost stories tied to it. Sam set up his tent near the Gungle Memorial, an area often associated with the cemetery's most famous legend, a woman in white, believed to be the spirit of a grieving mother who tragically lost her daughter and now roams the grounds looking for her. Before the sun went down, Sam walked around the cemetery, checking out the graves of well-known families. But once night arrived, the atmosphere completely changed.
Okay. That is weird. I can't tell if that's somebody walking in front of those lights. I can't tell what's happening. That makes me nervous. The type of stuff I'm talking about, I don't know if that was a security or if that's just like some random person driving through here. I think they close the gates off at night, but I'm actually not 100% sure about that. I'm gonna hunker down for
Sam started hearing movement close by, slow, intentional sounds moving around him. Every time he looked to see what it was, nothing was there.
This whole trip is giving me the heebie-jeebies. I can clearly hear something rustling around in the leaves. I'm sure it's a deer. The rut is going on right now. So, the deer are acting crazy. I mean, you just can't escape this feeling like you're being watched. I know that probably sounds like baloney to some of you who are watching it, but the creepiness factor is very real. I feel like I just want to crawl into the sleeping bag and hurry up and wait till morning gets here.
By sunrise, Sam packed his gear and left unharmed, but still uneasy. He could not explain the noises or the lingering feeling that someone else had been there. Whatever he experienced in Woodland Cemetery stayed with him well after he was gone. The footage shows a strange figure that appears to combine features of a pit bull and a human. It stands upright on thin legs with a hunched posture and what looks like a sack hanging from its back. The creature moves with intent, frequently looking around as if staying alert to its surroundings. While some may argue this could be the result of advanced editing or visual effects, the natural setting and overall feel of the clip make it harder to dismiss outright. What is actually being captured remains unclear, leaving the site open to interpretation. Footage of the ocean captures an unusual object moving rapidly across the water, far from shore. Its speed and straight path do not resemble typical marine life, leading some to suggest it could be a craft. While a submarine has been proposed, the object appears to travel along the surface, which makes that explanation uncertain. Others have offered more speculative ideas about its origin. A man who lived alone near a wooded area started hearing strange sounds coming from deep in the forest. Feeling curious and worried, he walked toward the noise to check it out, but as he got closer, the sound suddenly stopped.
You hear that?
The woods went completely quiet. There were no people and no animals. He later said this was not the first time something like this had happened. On a previous night, he heard what sounded like a baby crying. This time, it sounded more like baby babbling. In both cases, the sound stopped before he could find where it was coming from. In the end, he turned back because he could not find any explanation, but he was left feeling uneasy, like whatever made the noise was trying to lure him deeper into the woods. The footage shows a creature that is hard to identify because of both its strange look and the poor video quality. Some initially believed it was a mutated snake with horn-like features, which added to the confusion. After further thought, a simpler explanation emerged. It may just be a snake swallowing a large prey. The shapes that look like horns could actually be a frog's legs or a bird's wings. Since nothing is confirmed, the clip remains open to interpretation, leaving viewers to decide whether it is something unusual or just a normal animal captured at the right moment. A man and his dog set out on a calm hike through a snowy landscape when the situation suddenly changed. The dog, normally playful, rushed ahead and quickly returned, trembling with fear. Concerned, the man started filming and recorded a tall, dark figure moving quietly between the snow-covered trees. Shaken by what he saw, he cut the hike short and went home. The experience became even more unsettling when he later noticed what seemed to be the same presence lingering near his house, raising questions about what had followed him from the woods. This unusual animal shows no effort to hide as it moves in the open. Its thick, overlapping scales and powerful claws give it a fearsome look, which explains its confidence in plain sight.
Oh my word.
Despite appearing almost unreal, the creature is a pangolin, a real mammal often called a scaly anteater. Pangolins use their tough scales for protection, rely on long sticky tongues to eat ants and termites, and roll into a tight ball when threatened. Even with these defenses, they are endangered in parts of Asia and Africa, making encounters like this uncommon and eye-opening. A camera mounted on a boat records a strange encounter with an unknown creature in the water. The figure shows dog-like features, pale white or cream-colored skin, and a face that appears to have dark coverings over the eyes, resembling goggles. Its odd look has led many to question whether such a creature could truly exist. Some compare it to a mythological being described as pale, ghostly, and human-faced, said to live underwater. While some believe the footage captures something genuine, others think it may be staged, leaving the sighting uncertain. A mysterious figure was filmed at night walking along what looks like a metal structure, lit by a nearby light. Although the exact location is unknown, the area resembles a backyard surrounded by thick trees. The figure appears human in shape, but its head is unusually large and bulbous. It briefly stops and turns toward the camera, making the encounter even more unsettling. The clip shows a large, hairy figure sitting on the forest floor with its head lowered, resembling what many describe as Bigfoot. The creature appears to have brown hair, matching common reports from similar sightings.
No, it's not, bro. That's not a person.
That's way bigger than a bro.
Bro, that's not.
What are you talking about?
The footage was recorded in an area well known for Bigfoot encounters and not known for bears or primates, which adds to the intrigue. Still, without clear visuals or additional evidence, it is difficult to confirm what was captured, leaving the clip open to interpretation. A beachgoer spotted what appeared to be a strange, face-shaped stone along the shoreline and decided to touch it. To their shock, the stone suddenly moved, snapped, and slipped back into the water. It was actually a reef stonefish, one of the most venomous fish known. Common in shallow coastal waters, this fish blends in perfectly with rocks and coral because of its rough, camouflage skin. Beneath its unassuming look are venomous spines that can cause severe pain and serious injury. The incident is a clear warning to avoid touching unfamiliar objects at the beach, as they may not be harmless stones at all. The footage shows a group of men caught in a frightening situation while traveling through the woods at night. As they move through the darkness, they spot glowing red eyes watching them from afar, causing them to panic and run. Their escape brings them to a body of water where they rush onto a boat, leaving one person behind who must jump from a rocky edge and swim to safety. To their horror, the red-eyed figure follows them into the water and continues the chase. Even after reaching land and heading toward their vehicle, the pursuit does not stop. Brief flashes of light reveal a pale, human-shaped figure moving rapidly on all fours. Some believe the creature resembles a skinwalker, and the group's fearful reaction suggests the experience left a lasting impact. A TikTok user named Jesse was walking through the woods late at night when he started hearing strange sounds echoing around him.
Oh my God. The other one's right here. Where'd they go?
In clips like this, it is never easy to tell what is causing the sounds, and there is always the chance that the audio was edited. Jesse, however, insists the screams were real. He kept recording to track the source until he suddenly noticed two red eyes watching him from the trees.
Guys. Oh my God. What the f is that? Oh, another one.
Moments later, things got even more unsettling. A second figure with glowing eyes briefly appeared deeper in the woods, then disappeared just as quickly.
Something coming down, man. I got something screaming down there. I don't know what this is, man. Something screaming down there, man.
Whatever was out there was never identified, but after the video surfaced, it was clear that Jesse made it out safely. A group of campers ventured deep into the wilderness despite hearing unsettling noises in the dark. As they moved farther in, they encountered a strange black creature that looked like a mix between a wolf and a bear. It made eerie sounds and revealed rows of sharp teeth, suggesting it was a predator. The creature could move on all fours and also stand upright on two legs, adding to its disturbing appearance. Most unsettling of all, it appeared to have no visible eyes, leaving its identity a complete mystery and raising questions about what the campers truly encountered. While enjoying a calm day outdoors, the person suddenly noticed something unusual in the sky. Several long, rope-like shapes were floating above, twisting and moving in ways that did not look like balloons. Some believe it was a rare weather phenomenon, while others think it could have been something alive, or even something not from Earth. A man exploring the woods after nightfall experienced an unsettling encounter deep in the forest. During the darkness, a shadowy figure was spotted partially hidden behind a tree, its dark fur blending into the night. The eerie sight was enough to cause immediate alarm, as the figure closely resembled common descriptions of Bigfoot. The brief but chilling moment left a strong impression, raising questions about what was truly seen in the depths of the forest. This clip shows an unusual animal moving confidently through what appears to be a human work area, suggesting it has wandered into developed terrain. The creature looks similar to a furless or aging ferret, a domesticated animal from the mustelid family known for long, slender bodies. However, this one appears noticeably larger than a typical ferret, which makes its identity harder to pin down. Its size and appearance raise questions about whether it is a known animal or something less familiar. A man was exploring an abandoned building in a wooded area. While he was inside, he suddenly heard loud screams coming from downstairs. He tried to find the source of the screams using his phone camera, but he could not see anything that could have made those sounds. After he posted the clip online, people had mixed reactions. Some suggested it could be a skinwalker, while others said the audio sounded like other clips, and questioned whether it had been edited. Two people exploring deep in the woods noticed something unusual moving behind the trees and began filming. The footage shows a tall figure walking upright with steady strides, closely resembling a large primate. The creature appears unaware of the observers as it moves through the forest. Based on what can be seen, the sighting points toward a possible Bigfoot encounter, leaving the observers stunned by the rare and mysterious moment. The clip captures a bizarre moment where something unseen seems to move across a bed, its presence revealed only by the way the sheets shift. When the man reaches out to grab it, the movement instantly vanishes, as if nothing was ever there. If it had not been recorded, the incident would likely have been dismissed. What the presence was, where it came from, and how it disappeared so suddenly remain unanswered questions. While hiking in the Pacific Northwest, a man started hearing strange sounds coming from somewhere below him. Feeling curious but uneasy, he aimed his camera down into the valley and recorded this.
What the absolute...
In the distance, two tall shapes stand close together. At first they look like trees, but on closer look, the lower parts seem more like legs than trunks. They stay completely still the whole time, and no one has ever confirmed what they were. While moving through the woods, a hunter came across an unusual sight hidden in the undergrowth. He noticed a large figure he believed to be Bigfoot, sitting quietly and appearing completely unaware of his presence. Moments like this continue to spark curiosity and debate, offering a rare and intriguing glimpse into the mysteries that may be hiding deep within the wilderness. This footage shows that size does not always decide the outcome of a confrontation. A man is seen trying to intimidate a lizard by attempting to rope it and force it out of its area. Instead of fleeing, the lizard stands upright on its back legs and charges toward him. Caught off guard, the man stumbles backward and ends up on the ground before the clip cuts off. The encounter appears to end with the lizard standing its ground, serving as a reminder that even small animals can defend themselves and should not be provoked. The footage shows an unusual event in Russia, where the clouds appeared to split apart, creating a clear blue path in the sky. The sight sparked multiple explanations. Some suggest it could be the result of vibrations affecting moisture in the air, possibly linked to weather modification techniques. Others point to a known natural phenomenon called a hole punch cloud, which forms when supercooled water droplets turn into ice crystals and fall, leaving a visible gap in the cloud layer. Despite these explanations, some viewers believe the event could be something beyond current understanding, making the scene all the more intriguing. A group of campers was driving through a wooded area in Hertfordshire when something caught their attention. Moving slowly at first, they spotted a person in a long white dress running between the trees through the car window. Confused by what they were seeing, they started filming. The figure moved fast and looked completely out of place for someone dressed like that in the woods. No explanation or follow-up was ever given, leaving viewers to speculate. Some thought it could be someone fleeing danger, while others suggested something more eerie, a ghost, a vampire, or even someone dealing with mental health issues. No one ever found out the truth. A trail camera shows an elk feeding near a strange pile of leaves and logs. A hidden figure briefly moves inside the pile, seems to look at the elk, and then quickly disappears. No one knows what it was, and the elk does not react. While driving through the Appalachian Mountains, a woman noticed a lone, eerie house sitting off a dirt road. Curious, she stopped, started filming, and carefully walked toward it until something unsettling caught her attention.
What the?
There was a figure sitting on the porch, wearing something strange and not moving at all. The house looked abandoned, overgrown, and quiet, but one light was still on. Was someone actually living there? And if so, why leave something that creepy sitting out front? This distinctive dog has a short black coat, a slim body, long upright ears, and a long tail, giving it an unusual appearance. It is an Xoloides quintly, also known as the Xolo, or Mexican hairless dog. The breed originated over 3,000 years ago in Mexico and is one of the oldest and rarest dog breeds. Once considered sacred and believed to have spiritual significance, it is now kept as a pet and is known for being intelligent, calm, loyal, and affectionate. In a remote wooded area, the scene opens on a path surrounded by varying shades of green grass that leads into a dense forest of tall trees, all captured in broad daylight. What initially appears to be a peaceful display of nature quickly shifts when a large, unusual figure is noticed among the trees. The creature is massive, covered in brown fur, and standing with its back toward the camera. While it could briefly be mistaken for a bear, its shape and stillness suggest otherwise. It also bears a slight resemblance to an orangutan, yet its size is far larger, and it is positioned on the ground rather than in the trees. The figure remains completely motionless throughout the recording, showing no reaction to being filmed. Its presence in daylight and its imposing, humanoid form raise unsettling questions about what exactly is standing in the forest. A man noticed something unusual in the sky during an otherwise ordinary day. At first, the flying shapes appeared to be normal birds, possibly geese moving together. After zooming in, however, the scene became far more puzzling. The creatures had enormous wings resembling those of bats, but on a much larger scale. Their size and strange appearance captured attention and fueled speculation, leading some to wonder whether the sight could be something extraordinary rather than ordinary wildlife. The footage shows a forest scene that appears ordinary until closer inspection reveals a hidden figure blending into the trees. When the image is examined more carefully, a face can be seen camouflaged within the bark and shadows. The creature appears to be deliberately concealing itself, using its surroundings to remain unseen. It was only noticed because attention was already focused on the area, suggesting it would have otherwise gone undetected. The trail cam photo seems ordinary at first, but a closer look reveals something unusual. While the animal feeding on the right grabs most of the attention, two bright white spots stand out in the center. Eye shine is common in night footage, but the spacing of these eyes looks far wider than normal. It is difficult to link them to any familiar animal, leaving uncertainty about what is actually in the frame. The image remains unexplained and open to interpretation. A group of friends was camping near a small community in Mexico when, while sitting outside, they suddenly noticed something moving in the bushes.
A la verga, güey, ¿qué es eso, güey? Esa mierda. A la mierda.
When the camera zooms closer, a small head pops out from behind a pole. Its face looks pale, with big dark eyes locked onto the camera. The figure seems very small, and its features do not look completely human. Online, some viewers believe it could be duendes from Mexican folklore. What raises doubts, though, is how relaxed the people filming appear. The footage shows a strange object in the sky with a shape that looks far beyond ordinary aircraft. Even with the low quality, its design does not resemble anything commonly associated with modern drones or known technology. The sight raises questions about whether such objects could be something not of human origin and shifts the discussion from whether aliens exist to how many might actually be present. A group of creatures was spotted moving among the trees, immediately evoking comparisons to Bigfoot. However, these figures appear noticeably smaller than the massive size typically associated with the legend. This raises questions about what they could be. Known animals such as apes, chimpanzees, or gorillas, or something less familiar. Another possibility is that they could be younger individuals of the same mysterious species. The sighting adds another layer of uncertainty to an already puzzling mystery. The video comes from Joey Official and was recorded on August 27, 2022 at an abandoned camp complex known as Crystal Lake, located deep in the wilderness of the United States.
What kind of nature got me doing, bro? We're in a
Give me the box, Joey.
I got the box. Oh, mother. How did you cross? Oh, I gotta build me a ramp.
Kelsey just said went through.
I gotta. Is it is something expensive in this camera?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, then you hold it.
Alright.
Cause I'm. Oh my Jesus.
You can do it, Joey.
Here you go, Joey.
I'm just gonna get wet.
Go for it. Go.
No,
One.
You got it.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, there goes the.
There goes my flashlight. I'm not even gonna grab it.
Where's that? Oh, I see it.
No,
What kind of weird ass guys got me.
Joey and his team head toward the abandoned Crystal Lake camp, moving through flooded and unstable ground where parts of the path are underwater and some have to wade through deep water while carrying gear. There is no phone signal, the smell is strong, and the tension builds fast. The camp is remote and falling apart, with collapsed bridges, rotting buildings, and overgrown paths. And Joey explains that a major flood in 2005 trapped people there and led to at least one confirmed death, giving the place an immediate heavy and unsettling feeling.
That sounded like a person or something. Like kicking dirt. Yeah, there's definitely no people outside.
It's creepy looking out the windows.
Who was that?
That's a Joey?
I heard Joey. Joey's getting your name called. Whoa.
Yo, there was a bang.
Who's here with us? Are you still here with us, Bruce?
Yes. Yes.
Are you okay with
Inside the first building, they hear clear footsteps and dragging sounds moving around them, even though no one can be seen. The noises feel intentional and human-like, quickly making the group uneasy.
Whoa.
What was that? That was back there. I heard that. It sounded like the door.
They're moving all around us.
Yeah, there's
Can
definitely.
you come forward, please?
You guys heard that?
Yeah.
That's outside for sure. That was another tap up here.
Yeah.
The REM pod devices and flashlights start turning on and off repeatedly as the team moves through the area. The activity makes it seem like something unseen may be interacting with their equipment.
Help, yes. Who needs our help? Is it the little girl? No.
No.
Is it Bruce? Yes.
Yes. Dude, those are direct responses.
There's a demon in here that they need help from. They're scared of it.
Did you hear that?
That whoa. Yo, you said demon. There's a big cross that says Jesus.
I think someone summoned something here.
Clear phrases like "please help" come through the spirit box, followed by strong physical reactions such as chills, nausea, and a heavy pressure in the chest, as if the communication is emotionally intense and disturbing.
Teddy, it went off. You can touch the teddy bear if you want to. Look, it's on green too. She likes the teddy bear.
Whoa!
Sudden loud bangs hit the walls and roof, feeling aggressive and directed rather than random. Several team members become frightened, feeling nauseous and sensing that they are being watched or followed.
I just saw a dark shadow walk by me. I did not like that.
Can we leave? God.
Wow, I'm speechless.
That was really loud.
One of the investigators notices a dark shadow moving nearby, and at the same time, louder bangs echo through the building, adding to the sense that something is actively watching the group.
You need to leave.
I'm not even kidding.
The spirits are stronger than you here. You're not allowed to trap them.
A white mist briefly appears outside, and shortly after, the spirit devices respond with "thank you," suggesting that frightened spirits may be reacting to a stronger, more aggressive presence at the location.
Talking, but I can't understand what she's saying.
Yeah,
But I
that's
feel
kind of
like
how
I've
I
been-
am too, you know? Like, that's why I haven't said anything, because she's just kind of there. I don't know if she has anything to say, or if she's just...
Like, she don't feel negative or anything.
No.
But you can
You can
feel
feel
her,
her.
And hear her.
In another building, the atmosphere feels much calmer. A soft female voice is heard, which contrasts with the earlier aggression, though the overall emotional heaviness of the location remains.
Full on on perfume or something.
Floral?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, it is strong. Do you guys smell that?
Or I did earlier, like when we were walking, and I associated it with that woman who was following us.
Dude, I smell it so strong.
Wow.
Dude, I have not smelled that the entire time we've been here, and right now, just a scent of perfume, like how Kelsey's saying, a flower perfume.
Yeah.
See, I don't smell it anymore. It's like it just passed by.
Was that you with the floral perfume? Yeah.
Whoa.
You smell really nice.
A strong floral perfume scent appears with no obvious source, which the investigators associate with a female presence linked to loss or tragedy. Although some activity feels calmer, the overall atmosphere stays unsettled, and the team leaves shaken, believing Crystal Lake remains emotionally charged and unsafe, with unrest lingering long after it was abandoned. The footage depicts a striking visual effect in which mushrooms appear to transform into birds through a smooth and seamless sequence. The shapes, textures, and colors gradually shift, creating the illusion of a natural transformation. While the effect is highly convincing, it is the result of CGI demonstrating an impressive level of technical detail and realism. This footage is unsettling and plays into the fear many people have of clowns. According to the uploader, a security camera on private property recorded a strange scene late at night. A person wearing a clown mask and a hoodie walks directly toward the camera while holding a syringe. The individual's identity and intentions are unknown, which makes the situation especially disturbing. While it might be tempting to dismiss it as a prank, the object in the person's hand raises serious concern and suggests the homeowner should remain cautious. This unsettling video comes from Josh Odom, a US-based creator who focuses on paranormal and urban exploration. He is known for filming at night in abandoned churches, forests, and places linked to cult stories, missing people, and strange activity. His videos usually start calmly, but tend to become intense once something feels wrong. This footage was recorded on November 25th, 2025, at an abandoned rural church in the United States.
Y'all hear that noise? I'm fit to be the cameraman, guys, so if Josh get captured by something unalive, I'm gonna run and just leave him here and not call the police. What is that noise? Is that headlights? I might be looking at your tire. Does that look good? What about that? All right, so what's up, guys? So we're gonna check out this. I don't know how long we'll be out here. What do you think, Casper? I don't know. It seems interesting. Seems like what people go missing hell. What's that big hole? There are no steps on the church. What the hell? There's some kind of food bowl up under there.
Josh goes back to the abandoned church he had explored before during a live stream, this time with Casper. Soon after they arrive, strange noises can be heard around the building. Each time they mention the sounds out loud, the noises suddenly stop, which keeps happening and feels unsettling. As they move closer, they notice damage they hadn't fully seen before, including missing steps, a large hole under the church, and items scattered beneath it. The state of the place suggests something happened recently, rather than slow decay over time, creating an uneasy feeling from the start.
Is that cult leader leaving stuff? That wasn't here when you came before.
No, when I did that live.
What is it?
Vampires don't.
What the hell is that? Damn, what kind of creepy people come out here and do creepy?
Got something on. Let's see. Oh God. We didn't just come across some hit list.
I hope not.
Chapter 3, The Haunted House. What's that? You hear that growling?
Yeah.
And then it says Kim Rogers.
Damn.
While checking the area around the church, they find a single boot and a book about vampires. Inside the book is disturbing writing, including the name Kim Rogers, listed as missing. This discovery quickly changes the mood from curiosity to real concern, suggesting the place could be linked to something much more serious than trespassing or local legends.
Yeah.
Is that a snake?
I don't know. Unless it's something unalive.
Hissing and growling noises start coming from the ceiling and attic. The sounds move across the building, making it seem like something is crawling or moving above them instead of staying in one spot. As the noises grow louder and more intentional, both explorers become clearly shaken.
It's a vampire.
Now what's my side back? Damn, it's shaking.
After they step back outside, they hear movement coming from inside the church, as if something is walking around, even though no one else went in. The sounds continuing after they leave cause panic to set in.
Yeah. What the see that head? Shine your light right there. See that?
That wasn't in there when we was in there
No.
before. The is that?
You see that?
Something's crawling out of that church.
What the is that?
I don't know.
From a distance, they think they see a shape, possibly a person or a head, appearing from the church. Whether it was a mistake or not, that moment becomes a clear breaking point for them. From then on, the goal is no longer to explore, but to get away.
What's that?
I don't know, but I want them to 100% know we did not stage YouTubers will fake the videos. We do not fake, guys.
Hell no.
We are a comedy channel, and tonight it ain't been so comedy.
As they get farther from the church, something is thrown near them. At the same time, noises start coming from different directions, making it feel like they are being surrounded or watched instead of followed from just one place.
It does sound like one.
Let's go. Oh my God, don't tell me that chainsaw guy followed us all the way up here.
How would he know
A loud mechanical sound, similar to a chainsaw, is heard nearby. This adds a new level of fear, raising the possibility that the danger isn't paranormal at all, but human.
Oh my God, guys. We're getting out of here, guys. You got the car unlocked?
As they run back toward the car, screaming can be heard. The way they move and react shows real panic, not an act.
Somebody's stalking us, guys. They cut their lights off and got them on camera. See their lights back there. I couldn't really get their lights.
We call this road as we go up. Roll your window down.
Whew, this place is... I'm glad you decided to come, hell. I was gonna have to come out here by my damn self. But this car don't cut off. We're still behind us.
Ooh, they want to race. Sign that car at us. Come on, they stalking us, baby.
They stalking us. See the light? I hope they didn't get your tag and be like, I'm reporting them.
What are they going to do? This is a public place. I think.
Is that light bright? You think they can see that?
I don't know. I don't care. This is fun.
Oh, bro.
Guys, we do this in the name of YouTube.
We're gonna keep going up this road, guys.
As they drive away, another vehicle seems to follow them with its headlights off. This makes them believe they are being chased. The pursuit lasts long enough to prove it isn't a coincidence, becoming the final moment before they leave the area for good. The clip shows a quiet, beautiful spot with green trees, dark rocks, and flowing water. A human-like figure is standing there as if fishing, holding a long stick with a red bag placed on a fallen tree nearby. The calm scene changes when a creature comes out of the woods and slowly moves toward the person. Just as suddenly, it stops, turns around, and walks back into the trees. The moment leaves you wondering what the creature was and why it decided to approach and then back off. In a surprising and oddly heartwarming video, a man is seen sitting on a log in the woods beside a bear, an encounter that immediately feels out of the ordinary. The bear appears unusually calm and completely unbothered by the man's presence, even allowing him to lean against it. Their relaxed body language suggests a level of familiarity and comfort rarely seen between humans and wild animals. This has led to speculation that the man may have raised the bear from a young age, forming a bond built on trust rather than fear. Even so, the scene leaves a lingering sense of unease, as the unpredictability of a wild animal's instincts can never be fully ruled out. On November 10, 2025, Dawson Toller returned to the remote Cades Cove Primitive Baptist Church, a century-old building hidden deep in the Appalachian Mountains. Known for investigating real paranormal claims, he was joined once again by Michael. Still affected by their earlier experience at Bell Witch Cave, they arrived to find the church and graveyard completely silent, but it felt like that silence wouldn't last.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. What a series October was. Me and Michael are back. This is the first investigation I have done and Michael has done since our last experience at the Bell Witch Cave.
Oh my God, Michael. Stand still.
And today we are back at the Primitive Baptist Church. And if you remember the last time we were here, we actually did get potential activity with some knockings going on and the music box. So we decided to come back. I also wanted to check on Michael. So let's go ahead and head in, talk about the haunting, talk about the place, and let's get it.
Before starting the investigation, they spoke about the lingering unease from Bell Witch Cave, the place where Michael had been scratched, and the experience that made him hesitate to keep investigating as his child's birth neared. Dawson also revisited the church's darker history, mentioning pastors whose pasts were connected to Josiah Gregory.
Is the Cades Cove Primitive Baptist Church, an Appalachian horror with terrifying paranormal stories and a brutal connection to the Appalachian Death House, which was released just a few weeks ago. This church was founded in the year 1827, but without a proper location, many gatherings took place in nearby cabins, homes, and other buildings, and it wasn't until 1832 that a long-term church was built. Eventually outgrowing the size, torn down, and erecting this current version in the year 1887. The cemetery outside the church is the oldest cemetery in Cades Cove. 399 total graves have been documented, but many of them are unmarked. This isn't from a nefarious reason. This is due to the stones sinking into the ground, and the fact that some of the gravestones were none more than large rocks that tourists have taken over the years.
The same figure linked to their Appalachian Death Cabin video came up again. The evening seemed calm at first, but every memory they mentioned carried a quiet sense of warning. Once darkness fully set in, the atmosphere inside the church shifted. They entered in complete darkness and placed the music box and static box in the same spot where activity had happened before.
I thought I heard it again.
A knock or a whistle?
A knock. If you are if you remember us, could you please just doom, 2 knocks. If you do not remember us, could you give us 1 knock, please? I heard it. There's no way that it's just, because we sat in here earlier off camera for a good while, just like we sat right here on this pew.
It was quiet.
And I was listening. I'm like, is there any noises? You know, like just trying to, a baseline for my own ears. And now there's knockings all of a sudden.
Nope. Right there.
I was talking, guys. You're not gonna be able to hear that, but that was fairly loud.
That one sounded closer.
Yeah.
It sounded like it could have came from the back row of the pew.
Are you in here with us? What the?
Oh, right there.
What is going on, guys? There's no.
If that is you, thank you so much for communicating with us. We invite you to come in and hang out with us and let us get to know you a bit better. If you really want to make your presence known, could you please help one of our devices go off and make some pretty music happen?
The first knock happened almost right away, clear and forceful. Then more followed, sounding like direct replies. It reminded Dawson of the whistling Michael had heard earlier. When they began the Estes method, the spirit box responded instantly with phrases like, "You're back," and "Here again," as if whatever was there recognized them. Things turned tense when Dawson pressed on. After asking if something from Bellwitch Cave had followed Michael, the response was simply, "I found." As he tried to end the session, one last message came through, "I don't like you." After that, the activity stopped. Outside in the graveyard, loud noises followed. A heavy hit near a structure and a branch snapping deeper in the woods. With the disturbances continuing and no bear spray on them, they chose to leave. Many viewers felt the responses and sounds suggested something that reminded them and wasn't happy they came back. This footage shows a disturbing moment when a passerby investigates strange sounds coming from deep within the woods. Carrying a camera and a flashlight, the person moves closer as the noises grow louder and more unsettling. Near a tree, the camera captures a pale, human-like figure crouched on all fours. The sight is brief, as fear takes over and the person quickly flees the area. With only a short glimpse captured, the identity of the creature remains unclear, leading to theories ranging from folklore creatures to the possibility of a wild human living far from civilization. This footage shows an unsettling moment inside a cluttered garage that quickly turns frightening. An unknown person enters with a flashlight and camera, moving cautiously through a space filled with wooden storage structures and equipment. As the light is aimed toward one of the cabinets, a creature's head suddenly appears from inside. At first, it might resemble a monkey, but a closer look and the filmer's immediate retreat suggest it is something far more disturbing. What the camera captured remains unclear, adding to the uneasy nature of the scene. On October 20th, 2025, Eleanor from Eleanor Grace Adventures embarked on a solo journey across Dartmoor, England. While her channel usually highlights calm solo hiking and wild camping, this trip posed extra challenges. Recovering from a virus, she planned a no-tent overnight on the open moor, knowing her body hadn't fully caught up with her plans.
To make a diversion, quite a big one around Guttertall. All of a sudden I started hearing firing and lots of men yelling at each other very close to where I was. Dartmoor is a military training area, but they tell you in advance online where and what times of day they're going to be firing, and it isn't here. I was outside of their boundary line because there's other people here as well, but I was like hiding behind the rocks on the tour, just like, please don't by accident. I'm going to move the car just down the road to like a more enclosed type of car park. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going right now. This is taking it out of me already. I was here a couple of days ago and I tried to climb Sheep's Tor. I failed miserably. I didn't even get like a quarter of the way up. It's a very steep hike up there. I'm gonna give it another go because the views up there are meant to be spectacular. We're going all the way up there. This is where I gave up last time. Okay, I did that bit, but I need a break for a second. It's so tight on my chest right now. Come on, we can do this. We did it. I don't think there's anyone else camping here. We might have the place to ourselves.
The calm of the morning was suddenly broken by nearby gunfire and shouting. Startled, Eleanor paused, reassessed her situation, and moved away, already short of breath from the hike. As she made her way up Sheep's Tor, chest pain became hard to ignore, and each uphill step brought shallow, labored breaths, turning a familiar climb into a slow and uncomfortable challenge.
My little camp for the night. This is a obviously limited gear challenge. I just really did not want to drag my tent up here as well. So I got this new camping mat. It comes with one of those foot pumps. I've moved under here because, I mean, I'm slightly
under a rock here and covered. It's getting quite dark now and I can hear owls everywhere. This thing is incredible. And I'm chilly, but I'm not like freezing. If it gets really bad, okay, then obviously I'm going to go and sleep in the car. Like, I'm not going to give myself hypothermia. Right, so it's just after 9. I think I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Probably the coldest point's gonna be about just after midnight. I think I'm gonna try and fall asleep and see how I get on. I'm not too cold, you know.
Good morning. So I did the right thing last night. It started to get quite windy, quite chilly. I couldn't sleep. Oh, my legs. My legs. Where is it? It's raining a little bit. And it was like the cold, icy drizzle rain, but my chest was bad. My body was aching like crazy at this point. Okay, this way. And I got under this very warm, thick swimming jacket, so it's like a blanket, basically.
At camp, Eleanor took shelter beneath a rock overhang, relying solely on an emergency blanket. Lying still made the chest pain more pronounced, worsened by the cold air and wind. By early morning, the discomfort persisted. Exhaustion, cold, and labored breathing led Eleanor to pack up and carefully descend by headlamp to rest in her car. Viewers paid less attention to her gear and more to her breathing, recognizing the strain well before she chose to leave. The footage shows an unusual display of animal curiosity as a trail camera is seemingly licked by an unknown creature, which some believe could be Bigfoot. The video begins with a strong red tint that creates an unsettling mood. Moments later, what appears to be a tongue presses against the camera lens, an unexpected occurrence in trail cam footage. The uploader states this is not the first time it has happened and speculates that a young Bigfoot may be interacting with the camera out of curiosity. While the claim is difficult to verify, the clip adds to the growing collection of strange and unexplained wilderness encounters. The video captures a strange, almost invisible figure that seems to blend perfectly into the forest around it. For a brief moment, a shimmering shape can be seen moving along the ground before disappearing without a trace. The clip dates back to 2014 and was filmed during an outing in the woods of Washington, where something unusual caught the attention of those present. The camera happened to be recording at the right time, preserving the fleeting image of what some refer to as a glimmer man, known for appearing translucent and hard to detect. Whether this was a genuine encounter or a visual trick, the sudden appearance and disappearance make the footage unsettling. In a Nevada town known for its reputation for ghosts, a group of men went camping.
Just got to camp. Over here setting up camp.
Yeah, I just set it right here.
The homie Brandon set up. You got the homie Brandon, the homie Sal back there. He's cracking. Set up cot tent. What's going on, Ty?
Oh, I was just shutting my hatch. I'm just running the cord through.
Say what's up, bro.
Oh, what up? We out here.
What's up, Remy? How you doing, bro? You grubbing? Oh, damn. Food, huh? Good, Abe. What's going on? What are we doing? Abe setting up the tent in the back of the truck.
They camped in their vehicles before setting out to look for signs of ghosts.
So you ready to go down there and see what we find?
Yeah, dude, I thought I saw something on the way here.
Yeah, no cab, huh? Chris, we got the new rooftop tent set up. How's it going, bro?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you ready to go down there and check out the mine?
Right now? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's do it.
So, we're on the way to check out the mine. I got Remy in the bag. You gonna go check out that mine?
Yeah.
Let's drop up.
Yeah, there's an old town, dude. Bro, but what's up? Yeah, there's a bunch of buildings that have old clothes in them. Like that though? Yeah.
They came across an abandoned hut along the trail, and instead of just 1 or 2 items of clothing, numerous garments were hanging inside, making it look more like a laundry room.
Like, that's where they hung their clothes. It's like an old laundry room. So you think somebody put them here? Where did they get a go from?
Some articles of clothing.
Where did they get the work from? Were they like these? Yeah, I was just saying, like, the thing that we're parked on. What dirt they dug out of the ground, dude. Oh. That's weird. Can you say that we can plug this thing book?
After some time, they came upon a mine. It was damaged, dark, and surrounded by splintered wood, giving it a bleak, unsettling appearance.
When the belt is a big steam engine that powers the pulley, and it makes it crush rocks. So it put rocks down in here and break it apart. So they refine it through that food block. Let's go down right there. The road goes right there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that.
You think people are still there?
People still.
Hey Jerry, I dare you to take a here. You got toilet paper.
Double dog dare you, my dude. Oh, restored by the lights. Yeah, this is like an actual singing house, dude.
Yeah.
Bill and Jen 2020.
Nice.
Man, imagine, dude, you could take a.
Look at that.
I think there's a valley right here.
That's no way.
Yeah, go look in there. Go look.
Quiet out here.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, huh? That building over there is a bit. Hey, can you shine that building?
Yeah.
Jesus, that thing looks creepy. Is that like a jail or something? What's going on, man? Oh, your shit. This dude's out.
As soon as they approached the building, they heard the sound of drumming.
You get in, you can't get out. So you. Oh. What? Sounds like a drum or something. Yeah. See, I told you I heard something. I ain't kidding.
What?
Where you guys running? You should go see what it is. Go, Jerry.
It sounded like a what?
Just me and you? And Jerry? No.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
What was it?
It's something going around in there.
I think there's like possibly like some weird art thing in there. Just moving around.
Hold on.
Hey.
Whoa.
What the was that? Holy that scared the out of me, bro. Nah. Bro, you heard what was in there. I don't even know what was in there, bro.
You wanna find out?
At that moment, one of the campers stepped inside the building and was suddenly shoved aside by something unseen.
Almost sounded like someone was talking.
Yeah.
It was like.
That was weird, man. That was weird, bro. What's out there, Jerry? Dude, I was on edge.
Yeah.
Frightened, they fled the building. Even so, they continued exploring instead of heading back to their vehicles. In nearby structures, they only found graffiti on the walls and a few empty cans with nothing else out of the ordinary. The clip shows a person in dark clothing moving through a thick forest, leaving a clear path behind as they walk. At times, the camera zooms in and shows a long object in their hand that looks like a knife. The figure keeps moving forward with purpose, but their face is never visible, making it hard to tell who they are. It could be someone hunting or just passing through, but the lack of context makes the scene feel uneasy and open to interpretation. This strange trail camera capture from deep in the woods did not record any visible wildlife, but instead revealed the shadow of an unknown figure. The shadow appears to belong to a large creature moving away from the camera's position. When examined more closely, the silhouette offers very few clear details, making identification difficult. Some suggest it could belong to an ape or a bear, though such animals are not known to inhabit the area where the footage was recorded. With limited explanations left, some believe the shadow could be evidence of Bigfoot deliberately avoiding the camera. While only a shadow is visible, the clip continues to fuel speculation about what may be moving through the forest unseen. A weathered lakeside cabin holds secrets that time and death failed to erase. Once the home of the well-off Anderson family, the house was touched by tragedy decades ago when illness claimed both parents. But townspeople say the story doesn't end there, believing something still lingers, an unseen presence bound by emotions too strong to let go. During an investigation by paranormies, the team immediately felt their energy being drained upon entering the cabin. The first clear sign of activity came when Jordan noticed a strange, oily film spread across the dining table, a clear substance that hadn't been present before, signaling that the cabin was beginning to communicate.
Paul. You can see it.
You can see the sheen on the
look,
table,
yeah. Look at my fingers. Yeah, I didn't notice that the other day when I was putting the gear on the table. But that is it's a clear oil.
Yeah, we have not sat down at this table to eat or anything. We've been
but I
eating
was grabbing stuff on it, and I didn't remember. My hands never felt like that. We only noticed it tonight at 11 o'clock.
Why is the table so oily? That's not...
It's not like a wood it can't be like a wood protector on it, because why would you do that?
Is it oil or is it wax? I don't know.
We've been here for a few days. We didn't do that, so it's all over it. The whole entire table is covered in it.
Who is Paul? Is it Paul Anderson? Is that his name?
Upstairs.
Upstairs?
We just were
upstairs. We just came from upstairs. What do you want to show us upstairs?
The investigation shifted dramatically when the team's EMF devices began picking up motion inside the cabin. The readings started in the dining room and appeared to follow an invisible presence moving intentionally through the space, leaving a clear electromagnetic trail that led directly to the front door.
If you're here.
Nothing now.
Last name we got was Daniel.
What? That scared me. What? No, nothing. Test? What the hell? It's almost like something got up and left.
It just bolted.
Yeah. It went off again. Those definite footsteps. That scared me. What? No, nothing. Test? What the hell? It's almost like something got up and left.
It just bolted.
Yeah. It went off again. Those definite footsteps. It went off again.
Because when we were hanging out over here looking at the books, I swear I heard a footstep. On the stairs.
There it goes. It wasn't going off here at all. That's weird.
You just bolt from one chair to another? What's up with these chairs?
There's the same style chair too.
Yeah.
Just trying to relax?
Yeah.
Was that you? It sounded like it went downstairs though. This thing's going off now. Why is it going off so much? It's like, it's almost like left like a contrail of energy as we're following where it just went. And it said pass before. Almost like a little piece of where the trail where it went. What if we could trace it? It's still going. This wasn't doing anything.
Understand? Are we understanding what's going on finally? Are you just trying to get some rest?
Not that way. This way?
This way?
This way? Oh.
What if it said warmer right
here
now?
We go. Here we go.
Whoa.
It's right to the front door. It's like it led a trail right to the front door. Now it's done.
Did he leave?
What?
He went right out the front door?
That is the weird. I've never experienced that.
We've never had anything like that.
It's almost like it left like the oil, like an oil slick.
When Johnny had to step away because of family responsibilities, Jordan was left alone inside the Anderson cabin with whatever presence continued to haunt it.
It's like 4 in the morning, and I've been hearing that knocking again from the front door. It's been going on for a while. I've been waiting for it to stop, but it just keeps going. Hello? We might be able to see from here. View of the front door where the knocking's coming from. That's a motion light that just turned on. The motion light just turned on. Hello? Who's there? Hello? What was that? Sound like a screech or something. Who is? Who is it knocking at the door? Okay.
On the first night, loud knocking echoed from the front door around 4 a.m., paired with motion lights triggering outside. Jordan searched for a cause multiple times but found nothing, leaving him inside with a presence that seemed intent on being noticed. Later, during a sensory deprivation session with a blindfold and headphones, he experienced his closest encounter yet. Through the spirit box, he heard words like love, lonely, and still here, while sensing an overwhelming presence standing right next to him. When the questions turned to someone named Paul, the responses became noticeably emotional, pointing to a strong personal bond.
In 2 seconds. Okay. Yes, I. Hi again. Where? I don't know. Secret. The window. Love. I loved. I think. Around. I don't know. Alone. Lonely. Can you please? I feel like somebody's standing right beside me. Oh, I can't even concentrate on the words right now because I feel like somebody is standing right next to me. My body is heating up right now. Can you please? Daniel. Yes, it was. No. Shelf, white. felt like somebody was standing next to me. Like 5 minutes. You there?
If Jordan's theory is correct, then within those walls remains the spirit of a love that society once forced into hiding, a bond so strong that even death couldn't break it. The lights that switched on in his absence feel less like a haunting and more like a message, as if a soul is still waiting and hoping that love, even a forbidden one, might finally find its way home. Nature can turn something ordinary into something strange. This insect was spotted on a wall and, from a distance, looks like a normal large flying bug. But when you look closer, its markings give the impression of a human face. It is not anything paranormal, just a moth. And the effect comes from pareidolia, where the brain sees familiar shapes in random patterns. Still, the resemblance is unsettling enough to make anyone do a double take. At first glance, this footage leaves little room for doubt. Despite the distance, the figure's build, fur, color, and upright posture stand out as it watches from the woods. The person who recorded it believed it was Bigfoot, and the visible details support that claim. While the figure appears smaller than expected, that does not dismiss the possibility, as it could be a younger one, leaving the final judgment up to the viewer. Investigator Chad went alone into the woods of Connecticut's Putnam State Park on a cold winter night. This wasn't just a normal hike, it was a visit to one of the most haunted Revolutionary War sites in the US, where soldiers spent the harsh winter of 1778 to 1779. Among the old camps and ruined foundations is Phillips Cave, where a soldier named Mr. Phillips was said to have been killed by his own comrades for stealing food to survive. With only an EMF device and a flickering flashlight, Chad walked the same paths where these men once lived, struggled, and died.
It's Chad. Welcome back to another late night adventure with me, your boy, the Chizza Chad. So I'm going to be walking through what's supposed to be a haunted park, like a forest. I'm out here all alone in the woods inside of this state park right now. So I am inside the Putnam State Park. This is a state park out here in Connecticut where Revolutionary War soldiers were camped out during the winters of 1778 and 1779. There's reports of ghosts being seen here in the woods, and there's a cave over here where a guy got shot. So I'm going to try and see if I can communicate with these guys tonight, and we're going to take a walk through the woods right now. If you haven't already, make sure you like and comment, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Let's get on this adventure. It's going to be a little crazy. I am alone, so let's see what happens. Let's go. I don't know what I'm in for here. Okay.
America divided.
Look, is that what happened? Americans were divided? The Revolutionary War? I'm shaking because it's a little bit chilly. I don't know why I don't have my gloves on. I'm weird sometimes, but yeah, American is divided right now, I'll tell you that much. It ain't no good. This is pretty creepy. I think it's mostly just a trail, but I gotta be real careful. So basically, there's a story of this guy named Phillips, and it's called Phillips Cave, and he was in the cave, and the other people that were in the camp were upset that he was in stock and using it as food to survive, so they came one day in the cave.
Chad entered the dark woods of Putnam State Park, and his EMF device began crackling as he navigated the rugged forest paths. The device gave its first unusual reading quickly, which Chad connected to the historical conflicts that once happened there. His breath formed clouds in the cold air as he came across what looked like old campfire rings. Moving further into the area, he found a historical marker marking the remains of an officer's quarters chimney from 1890.
It's a little bit creepy, I will mention that, but we ain't never scared. Oh, what is this? Officers' quarters? Chimney remains the mark of the site. Company officer's hut, built in 1890. Several other firebacks of the junior officer hut remains in the woods behind the enlisted men's hut line. Me?
Simple.
Who's me?
His EMF device reacted more strongly, repeatedly displaying the word "me," as if something was trying to identify itself in the dark. The investigator grew increasingly tense, mistaking shadows for danger, but continued through the maze of memorial markers in the park. He finally found the weathered sign for Phillips Cave, where a historical placard confirmed the soldier had been killed by his own troops for stealing food to survive.
Marked out all over the place. Oh, Phillips Cave. Here it is. Shallow cave in this rock was used by Mr. Phillips, who was a soldier, returned to the war to live in this cave. Liberating an occasional chicken or produce from local farmers. Another version said he was permanently removed. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he was... Whoa, look, 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 look. I came here just to go to Phillips Cave to see if I could speak to him, and it says not do. Like, do not do it. Do not do it. Well, I'm gonna do it. This is it right here, you guys. This is it. This is Phillips Cave right here. Looks like a little stairway.
As Chad neared the rocky alcove where Phillips made his last stand, his EMF device issued a chilling warning. Do not do it. Ignoring the message, he climbed the stone steps to the cave entrance, determined to contact the spirit of the slain soldier.
Okay.
Bell.
Whoa. Enemy? I'm still at the cave. Enemy? They were your enemies. That you. Right, Mr. Phillips? They were your enemies. Otherwise, they wouldn't have and they would have been on your side. Anybody want to join me out here tonight? Anybody feel it?
The EMF device responded with eerie clarity, displaying the enemy as Chad asked about the men who shot Phillips in that spot. His respectful tone seemed to prompt more responses, with the device later showing candle and smell, possibly alluding to the soldier's harsh living conditions in the cave.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how many words are in there, but there's always different words, man, and it relates to a lot of the things that could have happened in each spot that I'm at. Oh, look at this. Check this out, you guys. Officers' quarters. How cool is that? How cool is that? Look, structure reconstructed in 1890. Foundations of the 1778 building. Oh, let me get closer. Officers' barracks. Recent information. The camp magazine held kegs of powder for the troop quarters. Yo, that's cool. Look at this thing, you guys. Look at that. That's freaking cool as hell. Look, it's like all construct. It has stone on the outside. Oh, I tripped over a rock. What does it look like on the inside?
Chad arrived at the reconstructed officers' quarters, a stone building from 1890 built atop the original 1778 foundation. He took in the wooden beams and stone walls, reflecting on the severe winters the officers once faced. Meanwhile, his EMF device kept producing cryptic responses, suggesting the past was still present.
This is up. I'm going up the hill. What's up? This kind of is an idle roadway, a little bit. Idle roadway. I don't know if that relates to anything here, but it's sort of like a path. You're angry? You're angry at me? Are you angry because you passed away in the war? Why are you angry? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, look, walking along the path still. I said, why are you angry? And it said, remember, cellar. I don't know if that I don't know what that means. You remember being in a cellar? Did they put you in a cellar somewhere? And you're mad because you remember it, you don't like it. I'm trying to figure out.
The mood grew tense as Chad's EMF device began showing unsettling messages. It displayed anger, followed by remorse and cellar, hinting at distressing memories of confinement. The messages escalated, ending with hell, leaving Chad visibly shaken as he tried to understand what was reaching out through the device.
Dude. You've heard that, right? Look. Hell. It says hell. And the way it said hell. Look, Debbie. It said guy and girl before. Now it says Debbie. Hell. What the hell? Okay. Something's... I don't know. What section of the park do we got here? Cemetery / command officer's quarters. 2 mounds of stones inside the square formed by the granite posts, thought to be the camp cemetery. Double-ended officers' quarters. Further research. Distinct probability the hut belonged to Lieutenant Colonel Henry Dearborn. So there's a little trail that goes here. Yeah, I guess they thought this might be a cemetery here. Oh, cool. So there's like a little memorial. Yeah, this is pretty cool, man. Think about how old this is. Hundreds of years old. Standing here, right here where this cemetery was, apparently. Whoa. Oh, that scared me. That must have been a branch just falling. Alright. Whoa. What was that, dude? Dude, there's nothing around here that would even possibly make a loud noise like that right now at this time of the night. There's nothing. Was there something? So, you guys, it's called a residual haunting. So, residual haunting is basically... residual haunting is basically when you hear memories of the past and it keeps playing. Oh, I think I just heard another one. Okay, I don't know what that is, dude. There's nothing here. I don't know what
Chad found what is believed to be the camp cemetery, marked by granite posts and stone mounds. While standing there, the night was suddenly filled with loud, gunshot-like sounds echoing through the forest. He froze, certain that nothing in the modern park could explain them, and considered the possibility of a residual haunting replaying past violence. The investigation ended as he walked back toward the park entrance, passing a historic cannon. Despite the EMF responses and unexplained noises, his departure felt more like an escape, with the darkness seeming to follow as he signed off, promising to return. Strange lights have been appearing in the sky over California, and this footage shows several of them moving in noticeable patterns. Their size and formation have led many viewers to connect them to UFOs. With recent discussions and reports from the US government about unexplained aerial phenomena, some people believe these lights could be linked to something beyond Earth. The sightings have caused many to rethink what they once dismissed, raising questions about what is really happening in the skies and whether these phenomena should be taken seriously. The footage captures a disturbing scene in a cemetery where a strange figure is seen digging in the ground. At first, it looks like a person, but its build quickly raises doubts. The body seems partly human, yet larger and hairier, and when it raises its head, the shape resembles a dogman figure. What it was doing among the graves is unclear, but the site has left viewers unsettled and searching for answers. Pembrey Country Park blends a striking beach with dense forest and was once made famous by pirates and sailors. After the area was abandoned, ghost stories began to circulate. Hoping to find evidence of the paranormal, two girls planned a camping trip in the forest. They set up their tent deep among the trees and began searching as soon as the sun went down.
Okay, so we are currently down around here, which is where the bunkers are, and World War I and World War II remains. So we're hoping to find these bunkers and go and explore them and see what's about. In the dark. I feel like I feel like is it best hunted or most seen or BuzzFeed, whatever? Oh! Looks like this is one that they're like building in. What are these? So Fits a magazine. Huh? Fits a magazine. Look in here. This is where they used to keep their munitions in filters like a World War. There's like glass all over the floor.
After driving a few miles, they came across an abandoned bunker. They found broken glass scattered everywhere and magazine clippings strewn across the bunker floor. Inside were small chambers and narrow corridors, and in one room, they came across what appeared to be a discarded bomb.
What the hell is that? Looks like graffiti things.
In one of the other rooms, they came across an old television with an Illuminati symbol sketched onto it.
Look at that. Illuminati confirmed. Oh, there you go, look.
They later chose to go to the shore to look for what were believed to be possible remains.
Something. What is that noise though? Like genuinely, what is that noise? Well, I have got keys, so good luck to and look! So we're back in the car now. Well, yeah. We've driven to our next spot that we're going to explore, which is the beach. Apparently it looks creepy in the dark, doesn't it? Is the only flag. Where people leave their things. The thing is, you're not trying to remember why we came in. I don't. Well, come on, let's go a little bit down. We're just following the tracks at the moment. Don't you think the beach is scarier than the We're following the tracks, okay? Honestly, I think the beach is creepier than the bunker. What do you think?
The girls started exploring the beach, but the darkness made them afraid of getting lost, so they turned back and returned to their car.
You'd think that the bunker would be creepier than the beach, but that the beach was way creepier, so we abandoned that. Do you think it goes anywhere? we do it? Oh, that was me touching the branch. Should we do your ghost thing?
The other woman was asked to operate her ghost detecting device, reportedly designed to act like a radar, showing if any spirits were close.
There's no ghost. Oh, there's one. Hello, ghost. This is very poor filming.
At first, the radar showed nothing, but after a few seconds, a red spot appeared, followed by several more. Were these caused by ghosts or something else? Would you dare visit this place alone? The clip shows two strange figures lying motionless in a wooded area, as if they have collapsed. The footage reveals a long, thick snake alongside a humanoid figure with an unnaturally white complexion and distorted legs, giving both an eerie, otherworldly appearance. The scene has led some to suggest the possibility of interdimensional events, with beings crossing into Earth from another realm. Others within the paranormal community believe the footage depicts an albino Slender Man, described as a cursed entity, accompanied by a companion transformed into a snake, supposedly discovered and defeated by explorers. While interpretations vary, the unsettling visuals continue to fuel theories involving extraterrestrial or interdimensional origins. This trail camera clip captures a chaotic moment in the woods. A group of deer stands completely still, staring at a fox ahead of them. The fox, however, seems focused on something else. Moments later, a large humanoid figure moves across the path and disappears into the trees. The figure is tall and difficult to identify, and it does not move like a typical forest animal. Its size and upright movement leave the footage open to speculation about what was actually caught on camera. A wildlife photographer was flying a drone over a remote coastline, filming the scenery and trying different camera angles. During the flight, he noticed a waterfall pouring straight into the sea. As the drone moved closer to record it, something unexpected showed up. In a small cave next to the waterfall, a strange shape could be seen. The photographer later said it looked like a prehistoric creature and claimed the head alone seemed as big as a small car. No more footage was recorded, and there were no reports of any follow-up checks or investigations. What the drone saw inside that cave is still unknown. This footage shows 3 dogs barking and snapping at something hidden in the darkness. Moments later, they suddenly retreat as a large alligator emerges, displaying its sharp teeth. The dogs appear to have approached it at first, possibly thinking they could scare it off. But the reptile quickly proves otherwise. Both dogs and alligators are territorial, and the encounter turns into a brief standoff where the alligator asserts itself. Realizing the danger, the dogs back away, making the smart choice to avoid a serious confrontation. The photo shows what looks like an older, shirtless man with thick body hair, a rugged face, and a hostile expression. Stories exist about feral humans who live deep in the wilderness, cut off from civilization, surviving on instinct alone. Their harsh living conditions often leave them dirty and unkempt, giving them a wild appearance. Judging by this image, it is easy to wonder whether this figure could be one of those wild humans, or if the photo is hiding something more. After checking his trail cam, the owner expected to find normal footage of wolves on his land. But on a second look, one figure stands out. It appears to be moving upright on 2 legs, far faster than expected, and even seems to have something like clothing on. Unsure of what he was seeing, he shared the video online, where the paranormal community quickly suggested it could be a werewolf. If the footage is real, it is hard to find a simple explanation. This image shows a disturbing figure standing in an open field, appearing tall, pale, and unsettling. The creature looks thin and weak, with sunken eyes and a slightly open mouth, giving it a haunting appearance. The image was shared online without any background or explanation, which has led to a lot of speculation. Some say it resembles a fictional creature, while others question whether it could be something real. With no context to confirm either way, the image continues to spark debate about what is actually being seen. This is the creator of the YouTube channel Hawkman Explorations. In his videos, he takes viewers to old historical places, often visiting spots said to be haunted or tied to dramatic events from the past. He focuses on stories that are usually forgotten, One day, he learned how unpredictable and unsettling these trips could be. After work that day, Hawkman set out to visit 2 places in Tennessee, Drummond's Bridge and Fort Anderson. With only about an hour of daylight left, he felt both excited and uneasy, wondering if he might experience more than just history once night arrived.
Folks, it's after work, and today I'm going to try to drive to a haunted bridge called Drummond's Bridge, and also Fort Anderson, which was the Coal Creek's fort of the National Guard in Tennessee. And I'll tell the story on the way. Here I am. Got about an hour's worth of daylight left. I think I'll be fine. Who knows, I may see a ghost.
His main goal was to find the haunted Richard Drummond's Bridge in Briceville, Tennessee, also called Drummond's Trestle. The bridge has a dark history and several rumored locations. While driving, Hawkman thought about the violent past of the Coal Creek War, a conflict in the late 1800s between local miners and the Tennessee State National Guard. The trouble began because the state used convict labor, which led the governor to send in troops and build Fort Anderson on a nearby hill to stop the uprising.
While I'm driving, there's a place called Coal Creek, which is now Rocky Top, Tennessee, but it used to be Coal Creek. This place was a mining operations, and back in the late 1800s, there was an actual Coal Creek War started, and this was mainly between the miners and the State of Tennessee or National Guard, taking convicts and allowed them to do mining jobs. And at first it was just a little bit, but then it started growing, and the miners didn't like that, so they sent the convicts back in one time in a train back to Knoxville, Tennessee. Said, we don't want them up here because they're taking our jobs. Tennessee governor didn't like that, so he sent in the National Guard, which eventually tried to put down the uprising. And they established a fort up here, actually, Fort Anderson, up on a hill, and I'll try to get up there maybe if I got enough time.
During the conflict, a coal miner and Navy veteran named Richard Dick Drummond got into a fight with a guardsman and killed him. Without a trial, the National Guard later found Drummond and hanged him from the trestle bridge that is now named after him.
So all this, Richard Drummond, or also people call him Dick Drummond, was a coal miner. He also was a veteran of the Navy, but he was a coal miner up here, and he got in a skirmish with a National Guardsman and that National Guardsman. And that National Guard unit, or the people, went and found Drummond and hung him. They hung him on this trestle bridge. No jury, no court, no nothing. Just said, hey, you know, you're gonna be. They hung him.
This act of rough justice left a dark mark on the area's history and gave the bridge its haunting reputation. Hawkman then began looking for Drummond's Bridge, but found mixed information online. He quickly dismissed one possible location, realizing it was too low to have been used for a hanging.
Okay. There's one place that says this is it. I don't believe it, but I don't even know if it's supposed to be this anymore. I don't really believe this is it right here. Okay, there's one place that says this is it, but I don't believe this is it. Because honestly, this is not big enough for hang somebody. No, it's not this one.
Another suggested spot also turned out to be wrong. It was only about 6 feet high, which made it very unlikely that anyone was ever hanged there.
On the left's where somebody says that's the bridge. That's way too low. That can't be it. That's incorrect. That bridge is probably not 6 foot. You can kind of see right there. Get a good picture of it. Right there, it's probably not 6 foot. Even on there.
After searching for a while, he finally reached the place he believed was the real Drummond's Bridge. As evening set in, a strong feeling of unease came over him, making him wonder what might appear as the light faded.
The real bridge, which is right here, that other bridge I went to was just where somebody was saying where it was at, it's not there, but this is the real bridge here. The Drummond's Bridge. Haunted. And it's getting late tonight. I might just see a ghost. That kind of looks like a ghost down there, but it's a piece of plastic. It is kind of late, so we might just see some haunted.
When he reached the bridge, it was clear that there had been recent flooding, which made the place feel even more empty and bleak.
Had a lot of rain up here, a lot of flooding, and obviously we can see that.
While recording, Hawkman stopped after thinking he heard a strange sound echo in the quiet, though he couldn't be sure. He pointed out the 2 pillars where Richard Drummond was believed to have been hanged, which made the story feel much more real.
Supposedly, it's hard to see, but he, right between those 2 piers right there, is where he was hung.
Even as it grew darker, he chose to walk across the old bridge, watching his surroundings closely. The quiet didn't last long. Distant gunshots and barking dogs broke the silence and made the situation feel tense. Even though nothing paranormal appeared, he knew those sounds were a clear sign that it was time to leave.
Better get out of here. And this is the end of the bridge right here, other side. A lot of dogs in here, but I don't hear any ghosts or see. You start hearing that, it's time for you to get out of here.
After taking one last look at the pillars, Hawkman grew more uneasy as the gunshots continued and decided it was time to leave the trestle behind.
There it is, right there. Right, there's the 2 piers where he was hung. It's kind of underneath of it. Looks fairly kind of new in a way, but there's a chain around that one. Alright. Get out of here again before I get
Thinking about the bridge's height, which wasn't huge but was enough for what happened there, Hawkman moved on to his next stop, Fort Anderson. He wanted to get there before it became fully dark, and things felt even more unsettling.
Well, that's high enough to hang somebody, not much. Yep. Been hanging right on top of the water. Let's go find the fort before it gets dark. We might get caught by some ghosts out here. Here I am, Fort Anderson.
At what was left of Fort Anderson, very little of the original structure remained. Still, the place felt heavy because it had once been a National Guard base during the Coal Creek War.
Militia Hill, this was Anderson Fort.
He looked around the remains of foxholes and trenches that were built to protect soldiers from the constant gunfire aimed at the fort.
Down in here, these are foxholes, what I call a foxhole. They had trenches down here to actually be protected by fire, because they were fired in.
The site was small, but it could likely have held a group of troops, maybe around 200 soldiers, or even more if deeper, layered defenses were used.
I can imagine this was probably maybe a battalion, well, maybe a company. About 200 troops would be a company size. Can't see how you get much more than that on a hill this size. And of course, they had a lot of cannons up here. Yeah, I would say definitely a company size of troops, maybe less. This is not really that big. There's the cannon. And there's the view. And there's something up in that tree. What that was. Kind of walk down the old perimeter is what we would call it. I was in the active Army and also the Tennessee National Guard. Spent a lot of bivouacs digging foxholes and doing perimeter checks and things like that. Oh, there's a path down here. So it's possible, if I'm looking at this, they might have had a bigger, if they had tiers of people down here, they might have had some, might have had more of a battalion. Just about 3 companies, about 200 people. That'd be about.
A lone cannon stood as a reminder of the site's military past, facing the same view soldiers would have seen more than 100 years ago. As Hawkman walked around the area, thinking back on his military experience, he began to feel uneasy. Then the silence was broken. He thought he heard someone stop near his vehicle, a disturbing thought in such a remote place.
Here's somebody stopping at my vehicle. All right. That's all there is to it. There she is.
As the light faded quickly and he felt more exposed, Hawkman chose to leave Fort Anderson right away. Whether the noises were just normal local activity or something else, and whether the strange sound at the bridge was real or imagined, was never clear. What stayed with him was the feeling that places tied to tragedy can still feel disturbing, reminding us that the past doesn't always stay quiet. For 3 days, a man kept seeing unknown people moving through the woods around his cabin. They were dressed in cloaks or thick clothing, and none of them looked familiar. One night, his camera managed to capture them. They were scattered across the area, but all walking in the same direction, never reacting to the camera or showing they noticed him. Then, just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. After those 3 days, they disappeared and were never seen again. He reported the sightings, but no one nearby had any answers. The trail cam image shows a strange dog-like creature with a face that looks unsettlingly human. Its eyes, nose, and mouth closely resemble human features, while its paws seem to blur the line between animal and person. This odd appearance makes it difficult to explain, raising questions about whether it is an unknown hybrid, a rare species, or just a visual trick. The image leaves viewers speculating about what this mysterious forest dweller really is. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.